For Inquiry 13.1, we're going to be exploring what happens when our skeletal muscles get tired. So the title of this is called Working Against Fatigue. Our question for this lab, what effect does repeated exercise have on our skeletal muscles? So for your hypothesis, you would state, if muscles are repeatedly used, then blank. So in that blank, I want you to think about what would happen to your muscles if they are repeatedly used for a long period of time. Will they get tired? Will they not get tired? Think about it and write your hypothesis. The materials for this lab are found on page 139, and the procedures are found on page 141 to 142, and this is in the Investigating Digestion and Motion book, which is the book that has the girl drinking the Powerade on the front. And then here is our data table. In class, we'll have the people in our group's names here, but for you at home that are doing this virtually, then you would only do one person, and you can put your name there if you want to, because you're going to be the one counting these trials, or you can put teacher there, because there is a teacher in the video that's going to be actually performing the trials. But that doesn't matter. You're just going to be doing one row here. Now, there is a unique way that we're going to be doing our trials. The person that is doing the repeated exercise is going to be doing that for 150 seconds straight, which is going to be where we have to count, and every 30 seconds we write down the amount of times that they have squeezed the test tube clamp. Sorry, I couldn't think of the name of it, the test tube clamp. So for 150 seconds straight, the person is going to do the repeated exercise. But every 30-second mark that we have during that time is going to need for us to write down how many squeezes were in that 30 seconds. Okay, so even though the person doesn't stop squeezing the test tube clamp, we have to stop and count or record how many of the squeezes were in that time period. Okay, and I'm going to guide you through that in just a moment when we watch the video clip. All right, so I guess we're ready. Let's go to the video clip, and what I'll do is I'll pause the video every 30 seconds so that you can come back to your data table and write down the amount. Okay, before we start though, do you think that it's going to increase as we go across, or do you think it will decrease as we go across? All right, so let's take a look at our video, and I'll restart as soon as we're ready. Okay, we're going to start counting the squeezes of the test tube clamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, I'm going to pause it right there so that you can go back to your data table and put 39, because that's how many were in the first 30 seconds. Okay, if we flip back over to our video. Okay, we're going to continue for the next 60 seconds, or for the next, until we get to 60 seconds. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to confuse you there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, I'm going to pause there, and you would go back to your lab report and type in 40 for trial 2. Okay, we're going to continue on for the trial 3. So we're going to go from 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, it was 24. So go back to your data table, and for trial 3, it was 24. And then we're going to continue. So if you wanted to, you could pause my video if you don't have enough time to go to your data table. Okay, now we're going to go from 1 minute 30 seconds to 2 minutes. This will be for trial 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, so 21 for trial 4. And then here will be our last set of squeezes from the 2 minute mark to the 2 minute 30 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17. You could really tell that her hand was getting tired by that point. All right, so let's go back to our data, and you should have recorded all of those trial counts on your data table. All right, after we have completed our data, we are now going to analyze our data. So the one thing we're going to do with this data today is to create a line graph. So we're going to put the time intervals on the x-axis and the number of squeezes on the y-axis. And since you're only doing one trial or one person, you only will need to use one color. But in the classroom, if we had 4 people in our group, we would have to use 4 different colors. So we'd have one color per person. Okay, so we're going to put the time intervals on the x-axis. And so your x-axis is your bottom axis. So you would need to have 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 120 seconds, and then 150 seconds. And I would recommend just putting them, spacing them out where these darker lines are across the bottom, which is the x-axis. Then on the y-axis, you're going to put the number of squeezes. Okay, I think around 40 was our highest. So we might, let's see what we can do here. Let me reduce the size of my graph so I can see the whole thing. Okay. On the y-axis, which is the side on the left here, let's see, I could do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes, we could count by 5s. So for each one of these dark lines, we'll do 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And you would do that by clicking on the text box tool and putting your numbers beside the areas that you would like for them to be, which for us will be next to these dark lines. And across the bottom, you might want to just make one long text box and space across there all of the different time intervals that you need. All right, once you have your graph set up, you're going to choose a color. Since you're just doing one person, just choose whatever color you would like. And what you'll do is you'll go to that time interval. You'll go up to where that time interval meets the number of squeezes, and you'll place a dot. Okay, you'll do that for the next time period. You'll go up, place a dot, place a dot, place a dot, place a dot, and then you'll end up with your 5 dots on there, and you will use the line tool on the shapes, use the insert line to connect your dots. And then you'll have a completed line graph with your data so that you can analyze it better. Okay, then using your graph, what happened in general to the number of squeezes made per 30-second trial as the seconds passed? How did your muscles feel at the beginning of the exercise? Well, you can just imagine how they would feel. And we can observe how the person's hand looked and felt in the video. You could tell it was really fresh. The muscles were not tired at the beginning. And then as it went through, you could see times when she was struggling to actually clasp and squeeze the test tube clamp. And then based on what you have learned about how your body releases and uses energy, explain why you think your muscles tire. Okay, you've got 2 vocabulary words: skeletal muscles, which are the muscles that are attached to your skeleton or to your bones, and then fatigue, which is where we're talking about our muscles getting tired. Okay, once you've done all of that, then you would write your conclusion. Your conclusion should be a paragraph that summarizes what happens to your muscles as they do repeated exercise. If you have any questions, just be sure to message me and I'll be glad to help you out. I hope you have a great day.